Hi guys, Dempsey from A to Z here. Just wanted to let you know that we appreciate you listening to us, and we hope that if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, share, and rate us 5 stars if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts. Also, make sure you're following us on all of our socials. You can find us at A_podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and soon, MySpace. I'm serious, we're bringing that bad boy back. And if you have any questions for us, or if you want us to react to something or cover a specific topic, email us at a2z.pod@gmail.com. Thanks again, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Peace.
You are now listening to A to Z, the podcast with no authority.
I don't think we should do order ADZ again. We should mix it up.
Mix it up.
What?
We should have Zeke start off.
It could be Zeke.
We could do a Zad.
Woo! Zad?
Once you let you know, we already started recording, guys. If you didn't know.
Whoa! Plot twist! Yo, it's wild!
Just press record and let it go.
Wow.
Yeah, just
let it go. Or let it play.
Oh, next time.
Wow.
Mics are live.
I'm looking at the computer right now. It's definitely
You're only
the
looking
sound
now
waves.
because you said that. Sound waves.
I'll just turn it.
Oh, what? Yo, that helped. I really can't see it now.
It's a secret.
Like, I really have to turn my neck.
You want my glasses?
No, bro. I got 20/20 vision, Papa.
I don't want 20/20 vision. It's been a pretty bad year.
Yeah. Remember that podcast?
Yeah, we in the year
we should
2020,
probably
no
make
new
that
vision.
unlisted.
Yikes.
Yeah, remember when the biggest problem that people had this year was that Tiger King was controversial?
No, but that was in the midst of quarantine.
Well, it started right before it.
Yeah, the tip of it.
You know whose fault it is, though?
Carol
Baskin.
Remember she was 2020's biggest villain?
She killed her husband.
Whacked him. Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know.
She fed her husband to tigers.
Allegedly.
You can't convince me that it didn't happen.
Allegedly.
Tiger. Well, I mean Carol Baskin.
Tiger.
Yeah, I messed up.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So,
should we introduce ourselves?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, y'all should know us by now, but if you don't, take them, Avid.
Well,
I'm
Albert.
He's Albert. I'm Darren.
Ooh, I'm Zach.
All right.
Shellac.
Albert, Darren, Zach. Zach shellacking it. I can't back. Win again. Where's that from, Dempsey?
Talladega Nights.
Wow.
Wrong.
Sheesh. Only real OGs of Xbox would know.
Xbox, the OG Xbox.
Sorry. I had money. I had a PS4.
Wow. And it wasn't PS4 at that time.
Wow.
You.
Right. We just said Xbox, bro.
It was Xbox and PS2 at that time, right?
It was. You know, it's so strange that Microsoft didn't have anything, and they only came out to compete with PlayStation, and now they're pretty much neck and neck.
And now Microsoft, they want to put chips in all of us.
Now Microsoft closed all of its stores. Did you see that? Permanently.
Wait, what? For real?
Microsoft will be closing all of its stores permanently.
Is this so they could focus on the vaccine chip?
No, this is... Take off your tinfoil hat for a second and listen to the facts, man.
Listen, we watching you, Bill Gates.
I'm pretty sure it has to do... They're trying to recoup their losses from the pandemic, but...
Well, everybody knows Max is where it's at.
They're going to focus on their online sales. They're closing all their stores, which kind of sucks. I never really liked Microsoft products. I have a Microsoft computer, but only because I have to. Mac's kind of expensive, but I loved going into the Microsoft stores. I felt like they had a lot of cool gadgets you could play with.
Yeah. I've never been in a Microsoft store. I've been to an Apple store.
I feel like I've been in a handful of times at probably what's that mall? The expensive mall in White Plains, the Westchester Mall.
The Galleria?
No, Gallery's a cheap mall. Oh, bro, there's a Westchester Mall.
Didn't know.
The Westchester Mall is more affluence. They got Gucci, Coach, Michael Kors.
All those companies are kind of broke now.
Or broken into.
Yeah.
Riot. Wow. Riot. Wow.
You are a riot. See?
Yo, but
we don't condone
speaking
riots,
of all these riots and protests, the world really changed. I feel like within a month, slowly.
Yo, you said it. You hit the nail on the head, man.
Boom.
It was a month since George Floyd's death the other day. It feels like it's been a whole year.
Nah,
Time has been
bro.
tough.
Time has been like
nuts.
I feel like this year's been like the slowest and longest year of my life.
Strange. I
6
feel like
months mark hasn't even come yet. Look, think about that. We're not even at the 6 month.
you say that, but I feel like it's been the fastest time of this ever. Like any year I've had, this year felt super fast.
Definitely super fast.
It felt, like I
I
don't know.
just feel like things are happening super fast in slow motion.
That's a good way.
Yes,
of saying
there we
it.
go.
Yeah.
It's like it's hitting us, boom, 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 but it's like that effect of it all is like,
But also, Zeke, time flies when you're doing nothing. Just saying.
We do this every week though. He doing something.
It's a joke, man. It was,
Thank you.
You know why?
Avid.
You know why I got
Boom, boom,
defended
boom,
because we spoke off the air, and so I got to
This-
apologize.
Oh wow!
I got
Nah, you didn't have
apologize.
to.
I
Nah.
just would have
Because
joined me on that.
apparently-
It feels kind of bad.
Apparently,
Ah.
I took a shot last episode, and if you don't know what that shot was,
Then you ain't a fan. You should have
right,
been
you ain't
known.
a fan. You should probably listen.
It was a tequila shot.
No,
No.
no.
I see where you're going though, but no.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Go
that.
ahead.
It was
Issue your
just
formal
I
statement.
inquired if you should bring something to someone's house if you're going to visit them, since I generally do bring stuff.
Nobody
Yeah.
asks you to. I told you this, man. It's fine. Just bring the vibes next time. Try it.
I leave that to Zeke. He brings the vibes.
Hey, double
No.
the vibes, double the times.
All right.
Mm,
No. Well, I just expressed
Next
to
time,
myself, to my brother, how I felt,
Right.
and then he took it, he understood, and then we got over it
Right.
as adults
That's
do.
a fact, because communication is the best way to overcome any adversity.
That's true.
Yes.
Adversity. People don't know how to talk
I thought he was gonna
these days,
drop
I
a bar. I felt it.
Bro, you felt that?
I thought you were. I was like, oh, I was waiting. I was like, oh.
And you know what? I'm glad that you started to apologize because I think you owe me an apology as well.
Oh
What?
my gosh.
All right, here we go. All right. He waited
I
now till we
breathe.
got on to the,
Yeah,
to the
I know,
mics.
I was holding on to this one.
How long? How many
I was
years?
like,
Whoa.
Zeke's gonna get an apology?
How many years?
So am I.
Oh god.
You were flaming me saying that I was not gonna get that video done, our music video.
Oh wow.
And the flames dropped this week, guys. I hope you saw it. Music video's out there. If
It
you
is.
haven't, check it out.
It is our first video.
But yeah, you should apologize to me. You're like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whenever. Yeah, we'll see about that.
That's just,
Bro, we were just joking with you.
I feel like you made
It
my
wasn't
voice
innocent.
deep.
You're
Oh, I'm
innocent.
sorry. I'm
You're
sorry. My bad.
innocent.
My
It's
bad. My bad.
Avid.
Yeah,
He's definitely
Avid.
not innocent.
Yeah, Avid. Come on, man. How dare you?
Avid led the
No,
charge.
he's definitely not innocent. Wow.
No,
I feel
no,
like
I'm
this is
messing
a
with you.
cold
But I do
summer.
also think that
Brr.
it's going to be very cold summer. I do think we all owe our listeners an apology because right now we're not live on Instagram and we made
Yo.
that. We really
this
went
is
hard.
way
Right?
late.
Now, that's fact. I think for the 1.5 people
Yikes.
that were expecting us, probably not. I don't honestly
Probably
don't.
for guys, Friday.
probably.
Yeah,
It's
who- why?
Friday.
They all drunk, man.
It's Friday.
When you're listening to this, it's Friday.
Gotta get down on Friday. Recording and yeah.
Yeah, cause it's Rebecca.
R.B. Rebecca Black.
So chilling in the front.
Okay, Dempsey.
Oh, who's in the backseat?
I
though?
gotta make my mind up. Which
thing?
podcast should I record?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's A to Z.
Podcast.
Yeah.
This has
yeah,
gone
we definitely,
way too
Okay,
deep.
Yeah.
alright,
We definitely
we're
got
going off the rails, guys.
We're just saying some things we remembered from the song. We're not fans or anything.
Right. Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, we got to pick that beat to rap over. I think it look
Ooh,
right now.
new music.
Oh,
Oh,
Wow.
someone's notifications
Wow,
are
who's
still
that?
on.
Who's that?
sorry. It was
Who's texting us?
Yeah.
no one.
Read it.
No, it's from something else.
Oh.
It's from Zach and
Zach and
Andy.
Andy?
Wow.
Wow.
Can't talk, guys. I'm at my podcast.
Right.
Sorry.
The other podcast is trash. That's why it hasn't come out. Yo, you know what we never spoke about on the air? Remember that time I told y'all some dude hit us up, I think on the podcast, and he was like, yo, can you share us? And it was some like kids that legit had our podcast, but it wasn't A to Z. It was like ZPA or something. I don't even know.
Podcasted.
I don't know what it was,
too.
but it was legit. They had like 20
They have
followers.
even less authority.
And they said that they pretty much stole our profile. It was like, yo, it's a topical podcast. And I was like, sure, I'll share you guys if you share me. But then I remember I sent it to you. It was like, bro, they have like 20 followers. And they legit
They had
stole
just
our
started.
podcast.
No,
Remember that? Yeah,
no.
they just started.
Here's my thing with that. I think and this is gonna be such a controversial thing. But you know what?
Watch out now. Watch out
The
now.
worst thing to come from this whole coronavirus pandemic is the fact that so many people just started making podcasts because they thought that they should make podcasts.
We did it first.
Yes, we did.
I swear on everything that's
during true, bro.
Past few months, people were like,
Even artists I follow.
With all this, new time that I have, I think I'm gonna start a podcast. Oh, check out our new podcast. We talk about things to pass by the time during the pandemic. I saw so many different podcasts like that.
Well, Zeke out here creating beats during the pandemic, okay? And I'm out here creating bars.
Bars.
And I'm out here
Bars and beats and
Like
reviews.
video reviews?
Butter.
Butter?
Keep it up with the beat.
Are you churning butter?
I'm churning butter.
Ooh. Got some
okay.
strong arms then.
Beats,
Wow.
bars,
And butter.
Ooh.
Like butter.
I kind of
butter.
like that.
Butter.
Wow. They don't even know.
They don't know.
They don't even
OGs know that.
You know who knows that? Davey.
Davey.
All right, we're losing the audience. They haven't.
All right, sorry. We're going through
I was there for
memory
that
lane.
Unlike the other one you guys.
You know what's crazy though? That other memory. I don't know if you were there for
I am there
at that party.
Yo,
Oh
guys,
yes.
these guys are trying to play me. So we
All
were
right.
talking
Almost
about.
a
Set the
decade
stage.
ago.
Set the stage. Come on.
We were talking
High school days.
So we were talking about what we want. So we're gonna put out a new rap. We've decided on that.
New rap.
We're trying to figure out what the beat is, what the
Hot new
context is
hip-hop.
gonna be, how we're gonna do it. All that stuff. It's in the semantics are all being figured out. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And
Antics.
while talking about it, Avid, Zeke, and I were just listening to some old rap songs. You know, some Fat Joe,
Fatty.
some Rick Ross,
Ricky.
some Mobb Deep,
Mobby.
And then all of a sudden, they say, "Yo, Dempsey, you missed out."
Yeah, you weren't
because
there.
me and Zeke are friends and not you. This
Yeah.
you just joined the party.
I didn't say that.
No,
I didn't say
he
that.
said it,
This
but he didn't
time.
say it.
It's always
This
been
time.
A to Z, but I guess D's
Right.
here
Said,
now.
yo, you missed it.
He's just a
Me
hater,
and
bro.
Zeke's
Yeah.
rap debut.
Yeah, we
Say,
killed
we were
that.
at
That
this
was a
party,
rap debut,
Yeah, it
though.
was.
and it was fire because I was there and I didn't miss it.
What?
I told them, I said, guys,
You know why we don't know? That was like a decade ago, and that wasn't in the era of video cameras and whatnot, bro.
But it was a memory.
I hope that
I
somebody
don't exist in
recorded.
this
I would
Listen,
love to
I
see
believe Dempsey was there. Maybe it's
Because I
possible.
we
mentioned
just
a
weren't
couple of
boys like
details.
that,
But we could have been. But the only thing I have to.
bro. There's a photo of us together. I was wearing. I think was that the one I was wearing a yellow shirt.
Me and
Maybe,
Lisa are at
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I
was
think
wearing
you had
my
a red
red
shirt.
one?
Yes,
Yeah.
see, there's a photo of us. We ain't got a photo of you,
were
bro.
wearing a shirt. I do remember that.
All right.
No,
Wow.
No, listen, hold on.
Goodbye.
The only discrepancy I have with Dempsey, he was saying that we were at his house
And we took a cab.
and we got the ride there.
How is it that Zeke and I don't remember that?
Because you guys are fake. Like,
Wow.
All right, so this is what happened.
I don't remember his house.
So,
I've never been to Dempsey's
so
house.
short story long. We're not doing
Yeah.
that again.
Whoa,
But
Skip.
so basically they rapped a song with two other people that were in our high school.
Yes.
They rapped the song Forever by Eminem, Drake, Wayne, and Kanye.
Yes.
It was fire.
Killed that.
It was fire.
I was Drizzy.
Yeah.
And Avid
Yeah.
killed it so much that when it was a birthday party, and the kid who did the birthday party, he wanted to sing Eminem's part, and he messed up the lyrics. Avid snatched the mic from him.
Stole
I tell
it.
you, I remember this vividly. And then he snatched it back because he was like all pissy about it. But I told him, I said, I remember
Yikes.
that. And I even listed the other kid that was there with you, and they're like, wait, we never mentioned that name. How do you know? I said, that was because I was there.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
still
know.
I don't know.
I
It's
don't
still
know.
like
So-
fishy.
and then
Maybe
what
we
happened-
talked
maybe
about
we
it
talk-
earlier.
No, you guys are.
Wait a second. Maybe time travel is real.
Oh, hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought.
And the thing they're saying is that we took a cab from my house to the party. We took a cab. I remember this is the only time Zeke ever went to my house. I'm telling you.
What?
I'm telling you.
Oh my.
the bus
We weren't. I
don't
we weren't,
know.
Mom's dropped
we,
you off.
we may not have been boys, but this one instance, it was me, you, Lisa, and Zeke, and we all took a cab.
Lisa don't even remember being there.
And my dad, yes, she does. She was in the court for the party,
Lisa.
and my dad dropped you home.
Bro, you live 2 blocks from me. I hope
And
he would.
yeah, right. But he did. I'm telling you, he did.
How'd
I get home?
Yeah, we know Uber
I
back
don't know,
then.
bro. You were right by Co-op City.
Well,
It was
Shut up,
you
it
were
is.
close to home.
Yo, Dempsey.
See?
Yo,
You
know
have
what's-
so much
this is a random
facts.
story. I remember there was a time a few years ago, back high school, back before I had a car and all that.
Back.
I remember we waited in White Castle for the 12 bus to come because it was coming like once an hour,
Yes.
and you would take that home, and then I don't know how I got home that day. I must have walked for a bit
Must
I
have.
remember.
because the
I was there
39
too.
bus stopped
Nah,
at like
yeah.
midnight.
Yeah, back, especially in the Bronx, the lines always
Yo,
stop.
always. And me and you,
Yeah,
we
what were
lived
we
by
doing?
buses.
Jesus.
I remember walking a lot. I remember I somehow would take the from Parkchester, and I would walk from Parkchester
That
if I was
39
out.
bus is not
Yeah,
coming.
that thing stopped at midnight. Sometimes I would take the 36 bus from Parkchester and get off at Bruckner and walk from there.
By me, bro, buses stop at like 8 o'clock. Like, you
Bruh.
think midnight's bad?
It's because you live in a good part of the Bronx.
You can walk.
Damn, that's facts. Anyway,
He's mad because
I was there, and we don't need time travel to prove it. Now, what were you going to say about time travel?
All right, so I was on the World Wide Web,
World Wide Web.
a.k.a. the internet, a.k.a. the Instagram,
www.
and I saw somebody posted, what if 2020 is the year that time travel is real? Right. And things keep getting crazier and crazier and crazier because somebody keeps going back in the past trying to fix things. Like, maybe they try to stop,
It's like,
Kobe's death,
Looper.
R.I.P.
And they created Murder Hornets.
Right, and then maybe they created Baskin Bees, a.k.a. Murder Hornets. And then maybe coronavirus came into the picture. And then maybe,
Well, coronavirus was here before the bees. But I get what you're saying.
no, but I'm just
They-
saying, like, maybe
went
all
back
these
and
things
then-
it just keeps happening.
So I kind of understand what you're talking about. I think that it makes sense. I could totally see that happening. Imagine somebody coming back and just trying to change something, but then making things worse because that's like the butterfly effect, right?
Yeah.
When like, there's that whole
Like Back to the Future.
that short story, The Sound of Thunder. You ever heard of The Sound of Thunder?
Nah.
It's like
I hear it like, when it's...
When it's
the
thunder.
short. It's where
Yeah.
the idea of the butterfly effect comes from. Is the short story about this guy who he goes on this tour. His job is like to take people back in time on a tour, and then one day they go back in time, and one of the guests steps on a butterfly, and then they go in the future, and everything's all out of whack.
So the butterfly was a time traveling
Yeah,
machine?
Wow.
No. Just it's the idea that any small thing you do can have a master.
Oh,
effect. So
okay.
think about it like this. Imagine if they're messing things this terribly in the present for us, how bad things are in the alternate future that they're creating.
And the various timelines.
I love this kind of stuff. I can talk about this
It
stuff
just
for
made me think
days.
of that Rick and Morty episode where
one?
where Morty
that one.
where Morty's, I think he's reversing time, but he's not really reversing time. He's just going into an alternate timeline
He's
Oh,
with
and
the
like,
stone and he has
and like
to see how he
killing
ends
his
up.
alternate self by like a millisecond.
So basically,
Yeah.
he like is it the phone?
He's trying to follow the stone to make sure he ends up with Jessica, right?
Essentially. So
But it turns out that the whole thing is just possessing him.
no.
What?
No.
No.
It was about like
This
so
past
Rick.
season.
He was like, "Hey, Morty, I got you this device that you can like,
Right, because
Save
Morty
your
was pressing
space.
him.
I'm thinking about the very first episode where he has. He
Oh
has
yes,
the
I know what you're
stone.
talking about.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
He
yeah,
wants
yeah.
to
That's
end up
last
on the
season.
path
Oh,
of
I'm
Jessica.
sorry, Morty. Gotta stick him up your butt. Oh, I gotta get through the claims.
No, not the very first episode.
That's the very first episode.
Very first episode of the season, where him and Rick find the gems, and he says, "Don't take."
Ah,
and
yes,
it'll show
yes,
you your
yes,
path,
yes,
And
and
he like if you make a left, it'll take you one way. If you make a right.
Oh
it'll give you a different outcome.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
No.
they've actually followed this a couple of times, but I do know that it's so messed up.
Yeah.
That
Oh my god, the
where
twist
he can
at the end.
restart.
What if something like that's happening now?
Hey, we're creating alternate timelines.
Well, we're not.
Not we.
Well, it's not restarting for us. We're just getting caught up in all the mess.
Dude, it's so crazy to think that like, how can a year be this messed up? Started off with Kobe, and it's been a downhill battle ever since, man.
Sheesh.
It's awful.
Even
It is-
before that, before with Kyle's on the internet, you had like little leaks of like what was happening in China. Like there was
you were talking about this. You said there's
Yeah.
like an account.
it's gone now. I tried looking back up. There was like videos of like quote unquote doctors with AKs going into like houses. Like
You know, and it's like so weird
Interesting.
that I keep on thinking about this. I'm getting kind of goosebumps just thinking about think about all the things that almost became news and then they stopped becoming
Dempsey.
news. Like, remember when people were saying that coronavirus was made in like a factory, and then that was
yes.
nope, it never happened.
Yep.
But
that was a
it's
big
weird.
thing.
Like, honestly, like when you think about it logically, it's impossible for us to remember those kind of things unless they were real. Like if the time traveler really altered time, then we would forget those kind of things. But also another thing, this
Mandela.
is how effed up this year has been.
The man.
Kim Jong Un was like dead, right? Like, you remember
Yo,
that? And then all of a sudden it's gone. It's gone from the headline.
He was dead, but
Like-
now he
Well,
alive.
we still haven't seen him.
Sounds
We still,
like Jesus.
I still haven't seen him on my own.
Supposedly
Maybe he died, and then the time traveler.
he brought him back.
Damn it!
Yo.
Nah.
This is weird. This is really weird.
Well,
to talk
supposedly it was supposed to like his quote unquote death was to root out or find like
about. Yo,
the.
he's a
This
savage
is
for that.
yo. If we
People are
did
against it.
drugs, we would be losing our mind right now because this is trippy.
No,
Bro,
this
my
is-
mind's already lost. What are you talking about?
Yo, bruh.
No, I know exactly what Zeke is talking
Yeah.
about. That he faked his death just to see which one of his friends are fake.
Yeah.
So
That's
did
such a
Tupac.
savage move. You know who would do something like that? Kanye West.
Wow.
I could totally see Kanye faking it, and he'd be like, "Yo, see, I knew Cudi, you were fake, Cudi the whole time. Chris Rock, you were in my song, nah, bro, nah.
Wow. But Cudi was humming on all his songs.
Nah, man.
Listen, the most iconic line that Mr. West ever said was, "George Bush doesn't like black people."
Wow.
It wasn't
On
in the
live
song.
I was gonna
TV.
say,
It don't count. It wasn't in the
Live TV. Are you kidding me?
Hey man,
Yeah, remember
someone had to say
song. Mike Myers.
He had nothing to say, bro. He was shook. He was like, "Yo, it's probably right."
man.
Wow.
Maybe he don't.
You know how effective that statement was. That Mike Myers' career died after that.
Wow.
Think
No
about
more
it.
Austin
Kanye
Powers.
taught you well.
After that, Mike Myers was not in any Inglorious Bastards. Not seen anything after that.
Wait. Mike Myers. What year was that when Kanye said that?
2006, 7. This was Katrina.
All right. When did
I want to say 2005, 2006.
Do you know when the Shrek movie stopped? Because he
The-
was in Shrek.
The last Shrek. I'm lying. You're right. The last Shrek movie was like 2009.
Yeah. People forget he was Shrek.
The
Donkey.
voice.
Yeah, he killed that. Shout out to
Fiona.
you guys. But yeah, Kanye, he's always been on not on point, but he's definitely had a voice in these political
Yeah,
matters.
especially through the
Yeah.
wire.
Woo! He's spitting fire.
Yeah, graduation.
You're a liar.
All right, but yeah,
Ooh.
somehow, some way, he's always
Bounty
kept his face
Messiah.
and voice in this
Bars of Dahlia.
area.
Yeah, I'm surprised that. I want to do a whole episode on
Surprised,
Kanye West.
Oh yeah, we got it. This is just gonna be a snippet. This is not even part of it.
No, but like I would love to get inside his psyche, really. But
Oh, like a deep
I'm
dive?
so amazed at how he's managed to stay relevant,
Somehow,
even losing touch with his fans.
yes.
He's still
Lost all
he's
touch.
Even when he's not in the spotlight, he's in the spotlight. Look, when was the last time the guy dropped an album?
The Jesus album.
Last year.
That was last year.
That's
Oh,
2019.
what was the one he
Jesus
did
is
in
King.
Montana?
The
that-
one
He
I
did
was
it.
the one I was talking about earlier. The one with
He did a
with-
Jesus is King album, and then he
Cudi.
did like Kanye West presents such and such.
He
And it was like a gospel album.
And he did
but
Yandi.
he wasn't rapping
No,
on
Yandi was and it was Jesus something, right? What was the name of the album?
Jesus is King.
Jesus is King.
That
That's the
was
last
the,
one I heard.
That was the one that was like promoted with Sunday service and whatnot.
Yes,
Yeah.
But,
yes.
but look, this happened over a year ago, and look, the guy's not even in the spotlight. And did you hear? He signed a deal with Gap.
Yeah, 10
I
years.
saw that.
10 years he deal
Dude.
with Gap.
Dude,
Tell me.
And for
dude.
I feel like that's such like I hate to say a regular company that I would shop at, as opposed to spending hundreds of dollars on like.
what are you talking? Gap is super expensive.
Well, I would say this Gap is more accessible to the everyday man
Right.
than like let's say some real popular like Fear of God type brands of things like that.
Let me tell you a story, okay? My mom used to work at Gap.
Mom.
Almost 5 years. But this is like the most integral years of my life. Pretty much all the clothes that I owned from like the age of 6 to like 11
now?
were Gap.
Boom.
No, I wear Old Navy.
Got
now.
him.
I took a step back.
He went down.
No,
Yeah,
that's, you know that's the same company, right?
Let's say
It is the same
he's shopping
company
at
with
Conway
Athleta.
next.
This isn't an ad. But my mom used
Old
to get
Navy's
me,
the lesser Gap, just so you know.
No,
Or-
it really is. It's
Get your clothes.
I
at
like
the
the
Gap.
Cookies.
I
You've
like
seen the Gap.
I like the Gap. It's the middle tier.
I like Gap too, but
but what were you
I was
gonna
gonna
say?
say this kind of falls in line with Kanye's like early on thinking, because I remember he went on another rant about like how there was never an H&M growing up for him. Like
You think
was
he
a,
wants to give back now?
he was like a real big fan of H&M because like look at all these cool clothes that are affordable. Da 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 da. Man, we never had anything like this growing up. So maybe this is his way of like somehow like teetering to that. Because like before he was selling like $500 like white
But
T-shirts.
yeah, and you know what? He may still do it. They just have to have the Gap tag on them. The one thing that I find is interesting is that Avid's wearing a Gap shirt. He just
H&M.
No, H&M.
No.
I have an H&M
What I like
shirt,
about
too.
H&M is that the majority of their clothes are plain.
Yes.
I don't like to.
Oh, they don't have the logo on.
I don't like to be like a brand name walking around.
Right, Gap has the 1969 shirts and whatnot.
They
right?
do,
Yeah.
but Gap, they have like their
They have plain
Gap
clothes, too.
stuff, but it's just like basic
Yeah.
wear.
I think H&M is more affordable.
It
though.
is.
Gap is
I
known
love
for its
H&M.
denim, right? That's its thing.
Yeah,
That's,
well, I don't
Well,
know.
it's one of their things. But yeah,
that's
that's
like one of its
Yeah.
big selling points. Like I
They
said,
have
my
a lot
mom
of
used to
hits.
work there.
actually, I
And
got
I'll-
some nice jeans from them. Yeah.
When recently?
Yeah.
Sell out.
Money.
You should have waited like a few years. You would have had some.
Yeah,
years.
Nah,
if,
well-
if you
well,
went
this
to
was
2021,
technically- I
you'll
was
get
gonna
some,
say, this is
you
last
you
year,
get some
technically.
Kanye jeans.
That's my recently last year.
Oh.
The,
Like it was in 2019. No, like November.
before you got 2020 vision.
Yeah.
Before we all got 2020'd over.
But nah,
My,
good jeans. I love them.
The one thing that I hate
know
about
the
this whole thing is that
This
like
isn't that.
Gap is gonna be cool now. Not saying that it was
Cooler.
never cool.
I was gonna say, like, honestly, I shop
like
at the
Gap.
Gap regularly.
Now, as adults, when I was a kid, I got tormented because I used to wear Gap all the time.
Oh,
By who?
My peers. I'm not gonna say
Other
my friends because
kids.
they weren't my friends. I got bullied. I can't say this on the air,
well, you just did.
but no, I can't say what they used to say what
Ah.
Gap stood for.
Oh,
And I was
Oh.
just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They used to be like, ha ha. You know?
I wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
No.
So-
Yeah, we have
and-
no
and
words
look-
for that.
And look, now Gap is gonna be like, yo, if you don't have Gap, Gap is the new chic.
Yeah. I thought I was cool as a kid. I used to like going to
Interesting.
like Dr. J. I used to like my T-shirts and stuff like that.
You
That's
thought you were
cool.
Yeah.
I thought you were cool.
For me, it was like Models. That was like,
Gotta
I
go
went
thought
to
I
Models
was fire if
yesterday.
I had some Models on.
Models is closing out of business.
You're lying.
I'm
Wait,
not
for
lying.
real?
Yeah.
Go to Moe's. Everybody, hurry up,
No,
hurry up,
they're
hurry up,
closing.
hurry up, hurry up.
We
Buy
need
your
to- we
stuff.
All of them.
We need all
Need
of
to
them.
buy some Adidas
Yes.
tracksuits right now.
We
Let's
need
go.
to differentiate because Chuck E. Cheese is filing for bankruptcy, but they're not closing all of their stores. Remember we said this last
Yeah,
week?
yeah.
They're not closing all their stores. In fact, they're saying that they have a bright future planned. I don't understand how that makes sense.
So does Toys R Us.
Tuh.
Toys R Us that literally went out of business.
They
But
came
they're
back.
opening
back.
some new stores. Don't know how it works.
No, some guy like it's called a white knight investor. It's like
Well, why
coming.
not a Black Knight?
I was gonna say,
What?
why you gotta take that there? Maybe he was
Hey,
a
that's-
Black Knight, but somebody went back in time and changed it.
Wow. No, that's just a financial term that's just used. No, nothing particular. Also,
named it White.
speaking about the Gap, real quick, like I still shop there. They always have like a yearly collab. Also, shout out to my boy
Friends
Lee
and
Ray.
family. Friends and family.
No, with GQ. So they
Are
usually
you
have
serious?
every year.
Zeke got money.
No, I don't. Well, this is when I was working, but
Save that stimulus.
nah. So they would usually have every year GQ would collab with Gap, and they'll bring out some like top up and coming like designers, and they'll have some like really nice collaborative pieces.
I didn't know that. I did not. That sounds amazing.
Oh yeah, it's like
Wow.
Gap is up there. Like it's just not seen by everyone in that light. You know?
Not me. I repressed those memories. I was bullied as a child. You know this. That's why I took a step back. I said,
Did
you
you
know what?
repress that shirt? You have
Gap
on?
can't. You know what? I got the shirt from Old Navy for
Ooh.
$1.38. There was a wrong.
You paid too much.
There was a mistake with the markup.
Well, I mean, you gotta look at those trees on them, man.
Yeah.
You're looking like
Ooh.
Christmas.
It's kind of ugly.
It is an ugly shirt, bro.
No, it's a house shirt. That's
No,
why.
it's a house shirt
That's
that I
a
wear to
PJ
work.
shirt,
I wear it to the movies. And you know what? Speaking of ugly, Avid, I heard you.
Wait, I feel like that was a shot.
Whoa,
Wow.
yeah.
You called me ugly, you heard that?
Nah,
Bang, 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 bang.
I was gonna say.
I didn't do my own haircut.
You had a glow up. Yeah, I was gonna say. You went to the barber.
Oh man, this is what happened. I was supposed to have my barber give me a cut at 6, and he played me. He was like, "Oh, he's going out. He don't know what time he's gonna be back." So I was like, "All right, whatever. Let me know. I'll pull up." So fine. Then at like 7 something, I was like, "All right, let me see what's going on." So I saw my old barbershop open, and I walked in, and my ex barber was there. And
And
I
he said, "Let me
went
sit down for a few."
and I cheated on my current barber, on my ex barber.
No.
Yeah,
Bro, you
and
can't
it wasn't that he cut my hair trash. It's that I didn't get the same treatment.
trash.
My current barber, he takes the straight edge blade
Does he
and
get
he
the
puts
hot
the
towel?
joint in his fingers and like straightens up my hair.
This guy just eyeballs it.
Yeah, he used the actual swivel. He also I didn't get no Noxzema.
No
on my face.
Noxzema?
No Noxzema, bro.
Got no.
Yeah, I
You ain't
didn't
got no
get-
Yeezy
I
in
didn't get
Serato?
I ain't getting no spray in my hair. Like
No spray.
Yo, he didn't even put the paper
nothing,
around your
bro.
neck.
Oh.
He did.
He made him stand while he cut his
Jeez, did he
hair.
slap your face with the alcohol?
No, he
I
slapped him
don't
with the
know if he
brush.
did. I don't think he did. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my.
Nah, he
I
said it was
don't-
alcohol, but it was water.
I got like a
Ooh.
peasant treatment.
Dang.
Yo.
I was desperate to get a haircut though. Like I really wanted one though. It was like a week since I shaved. I mean, I could have shaved, but it's never the same when
No,
the
no,
barber
no,
shaves
exactly.
you up
Now
and you do your own
you
shit.
gotta wait for it to grow in. I could put a
Nah, I'm
marble.
going. I'm going to see my barber next Friday.
He's gonna fix it.
No, I'm just gonna. I'm probably gonna get a cut because if you look at my beard, I feel like it's a little like scraggly, which I don't like. My barber
you want it
usually
more
makes
closer.
it. Yeah, you see how
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Like it's not awful, but I don't
So
like
yeah, when
it
you
like
grow
this.
it out a little bit, he'll
Yeah,
just.
I'm gonna go next Friday. I already put him. I'm off Friday. 10 a.m. I'll be there. Catch me.
What possessed you to do this?
I wanted a haircut, bro.
That would, but you say you're desperate. Like,
I wanted it to look good, bro. Quarantine.
nah, I think you wanted.
You know
to
what it was?
spite
I
your other
went-
barber.
I went. What? No.
Say,
It's
I'll
'cause-
show you to stand me up.
How dare you?
Full disclosure, I went into a barbershop as opposed to going to my barber's house. And so it was different for me to go into a
technically
barbershop.
they are open now.
Yeah, it is, but
Phase
he's
2.
not in the shop yet. I don't know why.
Oh,
The shop's open, but I don't know what he's waiting
Well,
for.
they're probably still taking precautions. This thing
Yeah,
is
no, I
spiking
passed by the
again.
shop though. They have so it's interesting. I don't know if y'all seen
I've
any
seen
barbers.
one.
They got freaking like
Yes.
I don't know what to call it. I call it like saran wrap. That's what it looks like. To
It's
me.
like plastic,
Yeah,
kind of like
it's
slide.
like this
dividers.
plastic. Yeah, plastic dividers.
But you can see through still.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I like to watch how other people's hair get messed
Yo,
up.
that's
while I'm
low
doing
key
mine.
creep, bro. You know that, right? That's low key creep. But yeah, you know what? I think it'll be not necessarily better for everybody, but I like the idea that everybody has to have appointments. Because
Yeah.
I hate waiting, like to get a cut.
That's kind of like, that's kind of how it's always been. But it's just like, not really. You know, it's kind of like an unwritten rule that you're like, oh, you need to have an appointment to come in. But then at the same time, if somebody just walks in, like, screw it, whatever, I'll take you.
So how I got to my current barber is I think I was going to Florida maybe like 2 years ago. I went to my ex barber who I went to yesterday. Yikes. And I think their barbershop was closed. I told Zeke the story when it happened. Their barbershop, the sign said they were closing like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh,
They
my
didn't- They
goodness.
did not let me in. And I was tight.
so
and they
done.
were like, oh, come tomorrow. And I'm like, no, like I have a flight tomorrow. And my flight was like, I think 8 a.m., something early. I was like, I don't have time. I need a cut now. They're like, oh, no, we're closing. So I was mad because you know me. I wasn't somebody new. And
Yeah,
you
you
didn't,
came
you didn't
in
let
on
me
time.
in. Right. And I came before the sign said it was closed.
Disrespectful.
Yep.
Nah,
So
I felt
then
the
I
way.
went to the other barbershop, maybe like 4 or 5 blocks away. I walked in. Speaking of just walk, I walked in and he gave me a cut. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh my god, you treat me so nice.
I feel like a king.
Ooh.
I was like, I feel royalty. Not because I never had, I until that time,
Uh-huh.
I didn't have anybody put like the Noxzema or anything because, no razor bumps with all that stuff. And he he got like the massage thing to massage my face afterwards. Yeah, no, I feel good.
He
I feel-
massaged your face.
Bro, I feel like I lose a pound on my face
Ooh.
after he give me a cut.
Nah, after that Noxzema, when you start
Yeah,
feeling that little
bro.
ooh,
And
ooh.
even before coronavirus, he always cuts hair with gloves, which I always liked. Because he's not
Nice.
involved
He
touching
doesn't
my
make
face.
a mistake.
My barber's on point, bro.
That's
All the
interesting.
time, man.
That's really
Yeah,
interesting.
he
I
wears.
think
He always wore like black serial killer gloves.
Yeah.
you got Sweeney Todd.
Always. Yeah, no.
He just
always
starts
did
singing
it good.
too.
Yeah,
But that's
yeah.
cool.
You definitely gotta go to both. Actually, both of y'all. I love y'all, but
My barber.
barbers.
I gotta find my
I'm gonna
barber's
wait.
number actually.
I do want to go. That's reckless. That's reckless.
No, well, she gave it to me. She's cool. But I just wanna probably just get a little trimmed down, get the split ends cut off. Probably just gonna keep growing my hair out. See
Okay,
how far this goes.
You know what? I don't
That was the
mind.
pause sign.
I don't mind my hair, but
do.
exactly. That's
Boom,
you know-
boom.
No, you know what it
Nah,
is?
bro, you
I
just
can't.
don't have
I
a
can't
line.
stand this. I can't stand this.
Oh, you can't hit your back, bro.
No, this.
You want me to do it?
These little baby hairs. No, I
Wait, this would be a good segment. Get the camera out.
I say you got a
I'll
whole
do it
wife
for you,
back
bro.
there, man.
absolutely not.
Come on, my hands are steady.
Maybe
Yeah,
maybe next time. You know what? Maybe I'll let Avid try cutting my hair.
Yo, I was gonna say like try to line up the back. I can line up the front too. It won't be beautiful, but it'll be
want me
okay.
to cut
With
your
that
whole
shape
hair?
up, I don't trust you right now. Maybe when you get your hair back in order.
Speaking of someone
Ow.
whose hair hasn't been in order for like years.
Just say, his hair's good.
Yeah.
You know what?
You a hater,
Hey,
bro.
what's
With
going
your
on, Dempsey?
With your Christmas shirt.
It's not a Christmas. These are,
That's not Christmas trees?
this
Zeke?
is,
They are in fact pine trees,
This is a
which
fall
are
shirt.
indeed
They're
Christmas trees.
You just missing the lights and Santa and Jesus.
and Jesus.
and Jesus. No.
Whoa, blasphemy.
Jesus is king.
You're right.
Wow.
Ooh.
Jesus is.
He hasn't been king in a minute, but
Wait, what?
Jesus. You say Jesus is king, right?
Yeah, I said Jesus is
Yeah,
king.
oof.
I mean, he
Blasphemy.
hasn't controlled the game in a minute, but
Lord,
anyways.
when the lightning comes, it wasn't me.
But yeah, barbers, go to your local barbers, go to your hair salon people, whoever you are.
Yeah,
you
give
know,
him the business.
yeah,
Don't give him the business.
The
Give
business,
him
the business, the business.
Right. No, need that.
You're right.
Clarification.
but the business.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
But yeah,
And I
you
think
know.
I feel like the business here is done.
Yeah,
You think?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like that was the end.
I do.
Yeah, we
all right,
did handle the
So
business.
to recap, okay.
I love how Dempsey always recaps. You like
Because
that? I like that.
we go on a roller coaster of emotions in this episode.
Yeah.
we
Okay,
sure do.
we've got our new music video out.
New music
Yeah,
video.
It's not
Yeah.
new. It's not new. It
It's
is
new to
it is
you.
new to you.
Because
Exactly.
we know you didn't look at it.
Yeah.
Um,
We
see
just
the
got
views.
clearance from
we
the
got
label.
another project in development.
Right.
We've got a very special treat for you guys next week. We have a very special review that we'll be doing. Maybe
Yes.
a movie review. Maybe we don't
Technically,
know. Maybe.
I don't know.
We'll just have to wait to
I
listen.
don't even know what the special thing is. I hope I find out.
Oh yeah,
you'll
speaking of
find
special
out.
things, we're gonna work on that IG live. Maybe we'll do it for a year. Maybe.
maybe.
And a giveaway.
We should
maybe.
probably like record like on the day if possible.
Yeah, maybe we could do it live. Maybe.
Yeah,
We gotta look
why
into
Do
not?
the whole
logistics.
episode live and like put it on a kickstand or whatever.
Maybe.
It's possible. We can do it.
Maybe. Why not? We could try. There's time.
The world is our oyster.
And
Ooh, and we the pearl.
Ooh.
Avid apologized to all of us, everybody in this group, even you guys,
Just
for
Zeke.
his misdeeds last week.
Yeah, just me. not to you, Dempsey.
Now
I don't think
I
he did
take
nothing
care-
Actually, you
to
probably
last
need to
week.
apologize to
I-
us, Dempsey.
Listen, I love you guys. It's that simple. Cause we're brothers.
And we're happy, and we know it, and we're colored.
Oh.
Da-na-na-na. Give me a high five. Cut and print. Beautiful guys. Dynamite. But I was really thinking, and we're brothers.
God.
And we have each
I
other.
will be here. All right. So
That Rona is a real bummer.
we're not taking off the table that time travelers might be in the midst. Right? We're gonna think about that. And
I
if
would
you
love
see
to time
something out
travel.
of place, let the time force know.
Mm.
We don't know.
There was a Power Rangers Time Force. Just
Yes,
so you
with
know.
the dog. The dog was a Power Ranger.
Wait, what?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. That sounds like another episode.
Yeah,
Hold
yeah.
on.
Alright,
Stop
we'll
talking,
dive
stop
into it.
talking.
Hold that thought.
But if you know, please comment or
Or
send us an email
at
A to Z
adz.pod@gmail.com or
or where?
IG Twitter,
Yeah,
ADZ_podcast. Twitter.com and Instagram.com.
Yes, all
I
the
love it when an
comms.
episode comes together. Look at you.
See
guys.
that?
Yeah, you know.
beautiful.
We know what we're doing
Reunited.
sometimes. And
Yeah.
it feels so good.
Right. Just love. I don't even think there was too many shots this episode. You took a shot at me, but
Well,
didn't
Dempsey was
take
going
a
ham
shot.
for a bit.
yeah, you just
had a whole clip.
Yeah. Ain't nobody messing with clips.
Like Avid says, I take headshots.
You, bro, you do. Did we speak about that on the air?
Don't worry, well, not this time. It's over. It's
All right.
over.
Yeah, we're done for today, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for listening, A to Z. Be on the lookout for next week's episode. Something very special for
Ooh,
you guys.
Very special.
And maybe you might want to watch.
Stop.
You know what? I mean,
I'll just say this. Maybe you just make sure you have your $10 bill on you. That's all.
How does the $10 founding father? Anyway,
Oh, whoa, hey,
Whoa,
hey,
whoa,
hey,
whoa.
hey, come on.
I'm not throwing away my shot.
right. You're young, scrappy, and hungry, just like your country. Fun fact: I tried out for an extra to be in that show.
Wow.
Didn't work out. I told you guys. I probably told you, Zeke.
That we said too
Yeah,
much.
hold on.
All right, we gotta go.
That's a little of a preview for the episode.
Gotta
Yeah.
go. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. We didn't really intro ourselves, so we definitely gonna outro ourselves. I am Avid,
I'm Dempsey.
And I'm Zeke.
and we are ADZ. Have a good one, guys.
Thanks for listening.
Peace.